Today I want to talk about taking life's punch and not giving up. Have you ever been hit so hard by life that it rocks your world? Have you ever had to deal with the difficulties of life that it knocks you on the canvas and it makes you feel like you can't go on? Have you ever had to face life head on and life lets you know that it's bigger than you? Life lets you know that it's going to teach you a lesson about something. I remember a season in my life when life and I was fighting in our own boxing ring. And it was hitting me and it was punching me, and I was having a hard time adjusting to what I was going through, and eventually I fell to the canvas and I felt like I couldn't go on. You see, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and so is the greatest boxer ever, Muhammad Ali. And I've always loved boxing. And I remember going to the Muhammad Ali Museum here within my city, and it's a beautiful museum, and it's there to honor the greatest, Muhammad Ali. You can do polygram boxing with Muhammad Ali. He has posters on the wall, all his trophies, his life story for you to read and observe and to fall in love with the man, the boxer that he was. But I remember it was one poster that stood out to me the most. And it was a poster of Muhammad Ali who was knocked down on the ground in the middle of the ring from a boxing match. And the fighter, his opponent, was standing over him like, ah. But the way the story ended was Muhammad Ali got up from the hard punch that the opponent had hit him with, went to his own corner, got himself together, came back out and won the fight. I fell in love with that picture for many reasons that I even bought that poster and I took it and put it in my basement. It was a sign to me that you don't have to quit because life knocks you down. But I was in my season of fighting for my own life. I was fighting through depression, a punch. I was fighting through bankruptcy, a punch. I was fighting through divorce, a punch. I was fighting through suicidal ideations. Lord knows that was a punch. And in the midst of going through all the fighting in the ring with life, I'm now being evicted from my home, a punch. I'm on the canvas of life. Life was winning. I felt like life had won. And as I'm collecting the small things I have left to move out of the house, I come across my Muhammad Ali poster and I take the poster off the wall, and I look at the poster. And I said, it wasn't the fact that the poster was of Muhammad Ali getting knocked down and then getting up to win the fight. I knew the story. I knew how it ended. But it was the caption in the poster that I've never really noticed before that caught my attention at this point in my life. And the caption was a quote from Vince Lombardi, and it says, "You don't lose a fight because you get knocked down. You lose a fight because you don't get up." Man, let me tell you something. Something shifted in me. Something became invigorated in me, and I got up out of my self-pity and I said, D, no more. You're going through some hard times, but no more. It's time for you to win. Now, I don't know who is listening to me today that can quite understand what I'm trying to say, but all I'm trying to say to you is this. I understand life has hit you. I understand that life may have rocked you a little bit. I understand that somebody may have walked out of your life. I understand maybe the job has called you and let you go. Maybe you got a diagnosis from the doctor that has rocked your core. Maybe you have lost a loved one in your life. Maybe you're dealing with more month than you have money. Maybe your kids are acting a plum fool. And all I want you to understand is this. You can fight back. Les Brown said it best. That when you get knocked down, try and land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. So I don't know what it is today that I might be saying that will connect to you on a level that I hope can help you. But I just want you to understand that you have the power to fight back. You have the power to take life by the horns and ride it out. Square up to life. And say, let's go. Because I understand that life may hit hard, but my friend, so do you. I believe that God didn't bring you this far to leave you, that he had to take you through some situations, just like he did me, to peel away some things inside of me that he needed me to be more like him, so that I can be a blessing, not just to myself, but a blessing to other people. So I need you to get up off the canvas and keep fighting for your life. Somebody walked out on you, let him go. The job let you go, you'll find another one. Your heart is broken, over time it will heal. But because a situation has caused you some harm, does not mean that you stop living. Nelson Mandela said that the greatest glory of living is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. You can get up. Don't stay on the canvas of life. Life may have hit you hard, but when you get up and you start fighting, you hit hard too. Your current position is not your final destination. You got power. You got something, you got the Holy Ghost inside of you. Or the universe, whatever you believe in. I just want you to keep fighting. You can overcome this. There's joy on the other side of your pain. So don't you quit. You keep pushing through and watch and see what God does for you. There's always a better way, my friend. You clap for yourself.